So the other day we picked this thing up at the thrift store. This is a AQUA FLAME. So it's basically a water candle. Normally these are about $40. This one was half off. So it was about $1.50 for this candle. So we thought we'd just give it a try. And let's see if we can get this to work. The pump inside isn't pumping, so we'll see if we can find the problem and fix it. You can put batteries in here, or you can plug it in with this wall adapter. But if you turn it on LED plus pump and turn it on, you can see the LED turns on, but I can't hear any noise coming from the pump at all. So it doesn't change if you switch it from LED plus pump to LED. What's supposed to happen is if you flip it over, you fill this up with water, and it pumps the water up here with an LED, and it makes it kind of look like a water flame. It's really cool. So in here it has 3 D-cell batteries, and they seem to work pretty well. If we test these batteries that were in here, these are nice Energizer D-cells. You can see they're at 1.6, which is brand new, like almost never been used. So we definitely made our money back on the $1.50. So let's see if we can get this thing apart. There are screws up here on the very bottom. It's a little bit tricky to get to them since there's a little rubber ring around the outside here, but we'll move slowly, just take your time taking them out. This was a number 2 screwdriver, but it really needed a number 1 screwdriver to really make this come out much easier. We'll try picking at this rubber ring here. Really hope that they didn't actually cast the wax around the housing. So now let's pull out this rubber ring and see if we can get this out. See, it wobbles a little bit, but I have a hard time getting that out. So you can see it shakes around and moves up and down, but it's too big to come out of this hole, and there's no way to get it out from the top. That's all covered. So what we think we'll have to do now is just take a knife and shave away the wax on the edge until this will fit out. Since it's wax, this definitely comes off really easy. So with all this wax removed, this top piece comes right out. We got a little plug there. We'll carefully unplug it so we can remove the rest of the top. And there we go. Now we'll just try pushing from the bottom, and you can see it just starts sliding right out. So we'll push it out the rest of the way. There we go. There's the mechanism. So we just found out how to take off this top piece. It's as simple as just lifting it off. I guess we didn't try that, but you know, it would have been easier. Now we have access to the screws to take off the pump. Now with the number 2 screwdriver, we can take out the 4 bolts that's holding it on. And here's the last screw on the pump. And hopefully it'll just kind of pop out. But it doesn't seem to be that simple. So if we push this back together now, you can see the lights will turn on. The pump does not work. With the pump turned on, we're going to try double checking it by filling it with water. And the reason why we just want to test this again is we notice these 2 terminals here. And those 2 terminals might be able to detect if there's water in here. So we'll fill it up again. You can see the pump seems to be working and pumping water. With water at the beginning and it didn't work at all. I kind of wonder why it's working now. Now we'll try putting the top piece on to see how that works. Pretty cool. It sure would have been nice if this would have worked the first time, but of course it had to work after you already tore it all apart. We'd like to set this candle out with some of the other ones, but it kind of doesn't match. We'd like to kind of get rid of this pattern and put the same pattern as this candle onto here and make them match so you can have them out at the same time. So now we'll carve the wax a little bit just to kind of flatten it out and make the pattern a little bit closer to the candles. So we're just refinishing this to give it kind of a rough look, rustic, and kind of scraping it back down to a clean canvas. It's looking pretty nice. Now we're scraping with the knife just to get a smoother finish along the candle, make it look a little bit cleaner, and then start shaping along the top. So now we're using the heat gun to just kind of blend in some of the chisel marks, make it look a little bit cleaner, but also give it a nice rustic look with some of the drips coming down the sides. Now with the screw taped onto the screwdriver so it won't fall off, we can put it right in place and screw it in and then tighten it and go to the next one. So now we can go ahead and take the shell and slide it back on. We'll want to line this little notch up to where it'll come out, which is lined up with this. So right there is good. And with this rustic look, it'll kind of match like this countertop here with like the rough cut concrete. So this slides on real easy. Just want to be careful not to break it. And slide it in, just like that. And we'll put the top on, just like that. Let's fill it with water. Now we're gonna go ahead and fill it up with water. So, along with the other ones, I'm really happy with how this looks. It is just crazy the way that it's flickering around the candle. So I hope you guys found this video useful, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.